I haven't been making yogurt for over 20 years and straining it when I need to. And so imagine my surprise when I saw a trending thing called dry yogurt. So I thought this was kind of funny, but of course I had to try it. So I'm going to show you how I made a dry yogurt bowl SCD style. I am going to be using my regular old yogurt strainer that I have had for 20 years. In the other videos, they'll see them using a round yogurt press. It looks kind of like a tofu press, but it's completely unnecessary. If you drip this long enough, it's going to get just as thick as that other yogurt does. I've noticed in some of the other dry yogurt videos I've watched that they put some food coloring in it to make it look two different colors, but I don't use food coloring and I don't think it's necessary. We're just going to go for the plain yogurt here. Now that we've had this straining for 24 hours, I'm going to get it ready. So you can see how much liquid comes off of here. It's quite a bit. So you get that very, very thick yogurt. Since my yogurt strainer isn't round, I'm going to use a little 4-inch round cake pan to get that round disc shape that you'll see in the traditional dry yogurt bowl. So I'm just going to put this in here and then I'm going to actually pop this in the freezer for about 10 minutes to really get it solid so I can get it out of the dish easily. But just for a few minutes, I don't want to freeze it solid, I just want it to be firm when I take it out. While that's chilling, I'm going to get my peanut butter candy topping ready. Typically in these yogurt bowl videos, these dry yogurt bowl videos, I've seen them do a candy melt or melt some white chocolate to put on top. So my SCD version is I'm going to make a peanut butter shell. It's unsweetened because I find that firms up the best. So it's just some peanut butter, cocoa butter, and coconut oil. And so I'm just going to heat that up to get it all melted. And then I'm going to cool it down a little bit and whisk in some vanilla. One thing that's important when you're making any kind of candy like this is you do it over low heat. So I've got a low flame there. And you just very patiently wait for everything to melt, and then you whisk it and stir it well. I just stir it here. And we're just going to wait for everything to get melted and blended together very slowly. That helps it keep the consistency. All right, so this is done. So I'm just going to let it cool down for about 10 to 15 minutes before I whisk in my vanilla. This has cooled, I'm whisking in my vanilla, and now we are about ready to assemble our dry yogurt bowl. I'm carefully removing my yogurt from the pan. So here it is on the plate and it is ready to be topped. I'm just going to smooth it out a little bit and then start getting my candy shell poured on here. Nice and, all over. Doesn't not have to be perfect. It's actually a little better if it's not perfect. And then I'm just going to pop this back in the freezer for a few minutes and let it firm up. Again, let that shell harden before I add the rest of my toppings. Now I'm just adding on my bananas and I will drizzle on my honey, and that is where the sweetness is going to come from. Don't worry, it will be sweet enough. It might seem like it won't be, but it definitely will. Some peanuts, some coconut, and we are all set. So let's give it a try. All right, I didn't want to show myself eating it because it was kind of messy, but it was really good. The yogurt was nice and creamy, and it blended really nicely with the peanut butter topping and the banana and the peanuts and the honey. It added just the right amount of sweetness. I was worried it wasn't going to be sweet enough, but it was perfect. So I do actually recommend this. And I think it's probably better than some of the other dry bowls because I think the peanut butter topping is better than a candy topping on yogurt. But that's just my opinion. Give it a try and let me know what you think.